Okay, welcome back, guys, to the match of the year. We might actually finish our COH tournament at some point this year, but this is the match that we've been waiting for, isn't it? This is the match that
This right here is the Clash of the Titans.
this is. Jake is
the Battle of the Gods.
pretty much.
The
The
SmackDown.
This is Jake and Weston, who are Jake being Great Llama, Weston being Drago the Wise. These are easily our top contenders in Company of Heroes. They have both pretty solid winning streaks under their belt, and both of them are insanely good at RTS. So this is extremely promising.
I do believe both of them are undefeated up until this point.
Yep, they all
One
have.
of them will no
At
longer be able to
stake
say
here.
it after tonight.
Yep.
At stake here.
Unless it's a draw, which I
It's
don't.
just a
Is
mere
this
match.
a-
I doubt.
It is a repeat of Tim versus Jake versus Weston in the sense of America versus
Let me set this straight here.
Russia on this map. Same factions being played. Difference is Weston's playing the other faction.
Well, let me set this straight here. What it's at stake here is not just any mere match. It is, without a doubt, the unquestionable bragging rights of who is truly the commander.
The supreme commander, one might say.
Wrong game.
All right, let's see what's going on. First start up, I'm watching Weston. He's out the gate early and going for
Jake's
his
going
fuel
a
point.
conscript build.
He is.
He's got 2 conscript
We're gonna go ahead and toggle off
intel bulletins, and he's planning on rushing a T-70 or a scout car. It looks like he's got the intel bulletin for that.
Interestingly, yep, I
Oh,
agree.
Weston locked in the howitzer.
Oh, he's already chosen
Bonuses-
his commander.
Oh,
He sure
bonuses
has.
for
I hear
riflemen
first conflict.
And lots of mortars.
Yep, we're looking at
And it gives the light machine gun.
upper game
upgrade.
now. It looks like they're having a bit of a shootout over the Northern Star. Right
He's
now,
on
it's
the
dead
wrong
even.
side of. He's on the wrong side of the sandbags.
He is.
Oh,
and he's gonna pay for
He's
it.
got
Yep.
reinforcement. Yeah.
All right.
See if
Seems,
he can finish it off.
It seems
Jake
early on
loses
here.
early
Oh,
combat.
but Jake's got reinforcements coming in, so.
He does. Oh yeah, he
Yeah,
got more than one too. He's gonna fight over this flag.
It's 2-2, and the
we don't
riflemen are
expect
going to
any
do
less.
better.
Yep, they're gonna do better, especially
American
when Jake's men
riflemen
out
are
of
much
cover.
better, and he's bringing in a 3rd rifleman behind.
Yep, you're right. I think Jake or Weston does have. the
Jake's
edge
got
here.
Jake's got a. Oh, there's Jake. They're capping the right side with their engineers and fighting with infantry units.
So it looks
Jake
like
is
Jake's
proving
attempting
aggressive.
to.
Very aggressive.
Yeah, he's rushing
Yep,
Weston in
but
order to.
Weston's got the 3rd guy coming in.
Yep. I don't think Jake
Oh,
has the
he
manpower to make
retreated.
this work.
I know it
Nope,
depends.
where's that
Does
conscript?
Weston flinch?
It's not going to be there in time.
That
He's
could
got
be
a
a
Nope.
squad.
conscript.
Weston
Weston.
does not flinch. He holds his ground.
Yep, that will be end of that skirmish for Jake unless he retreats now. He's gonna lose everything.
So I think we can safely say here that Weston has established pretty good
Early
foothold for the rest of the game here. Yep.
Yep.
Early game dominance, but it is fiercely contested, like we undoubtedly expect.
Here comes
Even
And here
now,
comes
Jake is
Jake
bringing in
comes
more
back.
troops.
Yep. More of that Russian spam. Hard at work.
Wow, Weston just built a 4th
Oh, he's just down.
rifleman.
He's out. Oh, and Jake is making some headway on the bottom. He's gonna push his fuel a little bit. So
Which
Jake,
is a good play.
Jake is slipping, but not much.
Yeah. Well, I'd say at the moment,
Well, they're
the person who's slipping
I
is
had-
Jake's
Weston.
gonna
Mm,
Jake's
already
gonna
lost.
recap everything he lost in the earth, and he's trying to fight for the fuel.
In
So
At
they're
this
gonna break.
moment, I doubt Jake is horribly
Jake's only-
concerned about a couple of points.
Rebecca definitely isn't, right, Rebecca?
Alright,
Oh
let's
no,
take a
no,
look
Weston's
here.
the one losing points.
Yeah.
It
Now.
doesn't matter. It does not matter at all, as
I don't know.
Rebecca was saying it.
I
it's good.
predict this to be a very back and forth game.
I would
It's
agree with
going
that
to be
assessment.
That's true.
And it's going to be very close.
Jake hasn't capped
Well,
his.
I was just thinking that it
amp
may come down
munitions
to a few points difference, like all the way down to the bottom. Like
Well,
it
it'll
could-
come
It's
down
quite
to.
possible.
It'll come
So-
down to probably one
that,
decisive
that,
fight.
that narrow margin may in fact be
Oh.
what grants the victor
Mhm.
his title. So
I will say Weston has been
There's a
practicing
fight
more
in the
than
middle.
Jake, so that could affect the outcome.
I do think Weston has
Yeah.
an edge of experience here, but
Notice,
Jake has proven me wrong before. Jake
notice
has...
Jake
And he's proven
has a flamethrower.
right now. 'Cause
And
he-
both
which
Jake
is
and
doing
Weston
lots
have
of damage.
a very good
rifle.
RTS mind.
Yeah.
I will say Jake's is a little bit sharper, but again, Weston's experience will definitely, and his cool level-headedness under
Yeah.
under fire will prove to be a good advantage.
What would you say his chillness, as it were, is Asian?
Weston's picked the lieutenant. Notice Weston's picked the lieutenant.
Okay, Weston's already made his American second-tier decision.
hmm
Jake is
Alrighty.
still relying entirely on conscripts, which
is
Weston.
it is a
very
viable
strategy.
strategy. Yeah, it is a viable strategy.
if you notice the intel bulletins, that's what he was
Good
showing.
mine, good mine. He laid a good mine at that bottom flag, got that off, fighting over the top flag, it looks like now.
I expect him to go
Yeah,
the
This is
guard
interesting. Like, I don't
rifles
think they've stopped. I don't think they've ceased struggling over any flag
Yeah.
from the very beginning. Like, this has been one constant struggle at one flag or another since the very beginning of the game.
Yep, it is.
Weston does a pretty good job of
And
multitasking.
yeah,
Weston's
Weston is
lieutenant's
now
on the
pushing.
field, though, now, yeah, and that's,
And he's gonna charge him with that.
that's gonna hurt.
He's gonna have trouble. Oh, Jake's picked his commander.
Oh, he has.
Notice the conscript package.
Combined
That's
arms.
what
Yep.
he's gonna upgrade.
Good, solid all
The
around.
conscript
Yep.
assault tactic.
Yep. At the moment, Weston is holding the advantage with 2 stars and a large portion of the map under his control.
He noticed that's the cutoff there. If you can take that or decap it, you lose everything on the other.
Yep, and
two.
Jake knows that. He's losing. He's bleeding
And
fuel
Weston
right
knows
now.
that also. That's why he chose.
So, early demographics. Take a look at some quick stats. It looks like Weston
Jake's
is ahead
ever
on kills
stealing-
and points at the moment, but just barely ahead on captures. You can look at the
Jake's trying to steal some
RQs.
fuel in the south.
Yep. Again, Jake's gonna do that the entire game, I assume,
Mhm.
Yeah.
because
Oh, but
That's
he's already
how
breached
Jake-
his combined arms packages. That's going to
Yep.
start burning Weston.
how much does that cost?
That's about, I
To
think it's
upgrade.
about, I forget,
60. It's 60
60 each.
munitions.
Weston does have a cover advantage for that center point.
Yeah, I think
Or for-
Jake has realized he's not going to take that without heavy backup.
Yeah.
It makes them better short range. So
Actually,
notice,
harassing.
oh my goodness, Weston has upgraded his rifleman with the light machine gun.
It is. Weston has actually chosen
And
also
s-
a very hateful little infantry.
Close range, so that's
Tactic.
going
Close
to
range
be
submachine.
interesting to see. He put one on the rear echelon, one on a rifleman
You know what,
so
that
far.
might entirely negate Jake's plan of using combined arms. That
It
might
might.
really bust him up.
I wonder.
'Cause now they're
I-
literally the same. They could just pour those light machine
I'm not
guns
sure
into
the
them.
Time to see
comparison
if,
between the two of.
Jake can bring something new to the table right now.
Yeah, Jake's
Just-
struggling.
Well, expect Jake to upgrade to the
Weston
T70.
now has
Oh, he's
triple
already up.
tap. Whatever Weston was struggling with early game, he
He's
basically
fixed
turned
it.
the field around in his favor. Yes.
Well, they were dead even early game. Now Weston has the advantage with those guns.
All right.
In y'all's opinion, which faction tends to have the better late game?
So
I'm gonna have to say Soviets.
super late game is Russia. Super
Yeah.
late game is Russia. Medium game is probably America.
Yeah.
It kind of alternates a little bit. Like it goes, riflemen beat the conscripts.
If Weston
then
can
once the
survive
conscripts
long enough,
upgrade,
you start getting
So,
tanks
then
on the
they beat
field.
by the
rifle-
way,
But if the American riflemen like
Yeah, you
this
just
are upgraded
got a
by
half track
eight,
out.
yeah. By the way, Weston is bringing out a half track now.
Let's see if grenades come
That's
out.
gonna burn. Because
That is going to be very hard for Jake to counter that.
Jake
Unless
has
he's got
all
the
infantry
anti-tank
right now.
grenades.
Jake's already upgraded his to get anti-tank out
Yeah,
pretty soon.
Jake
can
has
get 'em
next
out
to
when he
no
wants.
anti-vehicle right now, and that's gonna start burning. That's gonna kick him
And
in the
he's
teeth right
already-
now.
Yeah. He
Already.
does have one squad
Well,
with an anti-tank
he's
grenade,
able
looks
to
like.
build the
Nope, two.
anti-tank gun whenever he wants. Wow, those machine guns are very strong.
They're very, very
The only
overpowered.
thing that I will say
Wow.
about Weston
Well,
is he is blobbing, and that, I mean,
Yeah.
it's not a problem yet, but it could easily
But it could
become
end
a
up being
problem.
later.
A good grenade. What the conscripts
grenade
more
could
have.
blow
It looks
away.
like
Oh,
Jake
there we
is
go.
The
attempting to
conscripts more have
sneak capture
cocktails,
top
though.
star.
Yep.
Oh,
Weston
he
does
hasn't
seem to
upgraded
be
the
outplayed.
cocktails yet.
Mhm.
But the cocktails are more area damage over time than instant burst damage, like the American grenades or some of the German grenades. Like it's throwing fire, basically fire on the ground. If they stay, they're in trouble.
And here comes that half track.
And he's got the
Ready to
ambulance out. Yeah, I think Jake's in a lot of trouble at this point.
Yeah, I think Jake needs to.
If Jake can make it to late game, he'll get better tanks than the Americans
Well,
will.
he's going to feint Weston out and push for the middle wide. Weston's distracted with top, which might be a good plan. Ooh,
Well, let's see if
might
he
cost him that
loses.
squad,
Oh,
though.
good mine.
Yep, here they come. Weston's going to come and re-requisition his middle star again.
He's gonna try. You better bring how many?
Except
He's
look here, Jake's
bringing
got a free opportunity to also
units
go take the
to-
bottom one, even as he retreats from the middle.
Oh, he just upgraded to captain. Yeah, he needs something to deal with that half track
Yeah,
trouble. Which I assume he's. Oh, he up. Let's
pain
see.
of not having any kind of AT gun. Oh, there he goes.
I
He
assume
just
he's
now
gonna build the
purchased
AT gun.
Yep, Jake just
Yep,
queued it up.
There it is. I figured that was his plan.
So Jake is currently behind the 8 ball still, but
What? Jake
I've seen him
lost.
come back from worse
Jake
than this.
lost.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it's not over. One good tank kill could turn everything.
I was about to say, Jake will have easier time getting into the tanks before Weston.
yes, Weston's tank, American tanks will be a little more expensive long term. He is pushing out a Stuart though to counter.
Well,
whatever
they're
Weston
they're
does.
squishy.
Yeah, well, I
Well,
have to
no,
say
other
Weston's
way
had the fuel
around.
for a lot longer than
Weston's
Jake does.
building
Yeah.
the Stuart.
So he will have more reserves.
Yes.
You better treat that unit. You don't want to give away that machine gun. If he did that, he'd be in a lot of trouble.
Oh, he's going for the grenade, but Weston's
Yep.
wise. He knows he's getting out.
Yep. Weston's very good at microwing those tanks.
Now he's just gonna
Oh,
punish.
that hurts.
And Weston is surrounding the bottom.
Right. Yeah,
flag.
he's gonna lose that.
Yep, he's
Alright.
pushed Jake away.
Okay, here comes the AT gun. We'll see if the AT gun can solve some of Jake's problems here.
That machine gun, that unit still is pinned in the middle there.
I see that.
He's gonna need a retreat.
that
Those
squad.
engineers are
Ooh,
low.
the
Ooh,
grenade.
good grenade. Oh,
Oh, that cost
Did he
Jake
get
a
it?
squad. Yep,
got
that's
it.
gonna be expensive.
and he forced the retreat. Yeah.
Oh, and here's another grenade. Oh, and he wasn't watching again, and oh, there went
Boom.
another squad.
Did he get
Ow.
the squad?
Oh, it's so close. He's trying. Weston's gonna
Nope,
try
he
for
made
it.
it. He made it.
Nope. Yep. And now the AT gun is exposed entirely.
Yep.
Oh, this is bad. Oh man. If he loses his brand new AT gun, that might
He
honestly
doesn't
be
have
game.
enough. He doesn't have enough manpower to
Yeah.
replace it.
Well, he
He's
does.
got
but-
close to his base, but
No,
yes,
he doesn't.
Weston is doing.
And there it goes. It's gone.
Wow.
Weston
Well,
is, well, no,
Jake's
he immediately
picking it
reclaimed
back
it,
up
so there's
again.
that.
He's gonna try and wreak havoc it.
Yeah, but if it just gets decrewed again,
Yep,
then
it's no good
he lost that too.
Yep, there it goes.
And now
again.
he's gonna
Yeah,
try it
Weston
again.
is doing a excellent job here
He
of
doesn't
just
have the money.
complete map domination right
He's
now.
trying to go
Yeah.
Tech 3.
That practice is proving to be very fruitful for him.
Okay, here comes
And-
Jake's final offense or a major final tier offensive. I really think if he doesn't get a major offensive in the next couple minutes, that might be game.
Well, he
And
only
here
has
comes
4
that half
units
track.
right now. He can't deal with
He's
the
trying
half
to
track.
grenade. Nope. he
Yeah,
got
but
one
even
off,
if he does,
but it's still not
even
enough.
if he does, it's not gonna
Aw,
Oh, he just lost a double starred
Oh.
squad.
that cost him another squad to get that grenade. That was not worth.
No, the question is, can he cap that field gun and then get away with it? He knows he can't cap it or he's just gonna lose another squad.
This is a 2v1 squad fight that may not end well for him.
Yeah, the riflemen are much stronger.
The submachine is good, which is what Jake
On
has.
one
but-
unit, you can
He's
get close.
pushing it to his advantage, but it's just
Oh,
not.
he
it's
almost
not gonna
got
be
a
enough.
squad.
Yeah.
Yeah. He fell behind.
This game does become a numbers game over time.
Yep.
Who has the bigger blob? Oh, he's
Well, yes, but it's also a tanks or being able to kill tanks. If you can't kill tanks, then you just lose. I had a game that happened to me earlier today.
Missed. Oh, triple vet. Nice.
He's not upgrading the battalion command.
now
either.
would be a fantastic time to seize that AT gun if he's gonna do it again.
He has fuel,
Yeah.
fuel, he could potentially tank out. I think he might be.
Can't know.
Weston doesn't have that fuel point either, does he?
Much.
No,
how
yes, he
much-
does. Okay. It's the fog of war was preventing me from saying.
You do know you can uncheck that and
Yes, I did. I just wasn't realizing whose side I was looking at.
Jake.
I don't like how small this overseer observer HUD is. It's just too tiny.
You
Yeah,
can
now
use
Weston has
visor.
managed both the lower front on this bottom star. Jake tried to aggress out of that, and that's not gonna
Notice
work.
there's a HUD size plus minus there in the middle.
I would. Yeah, I would. I feel like Jake is also spreading his forces a little too thin
Oh,
right now. Like
grenade.
big
Oh.
concerted push.
Oh, he lost
Oh,
that
no.
triple-headed squad. That's probably game.
He built a guard. He built the guard unit try to beat the tanks
Mhm.
because of those rifles, which
That's.
would be really strong.
I don't know if he can come back at this point. That's detrimental.
yeah.
Unfortunately.
He probably doesn't have that many resources.
Oh.
to be-
Oh, and notice the gut. Notice the half track on the right side. Yeah, it's probably game.
Yeah, this is.
Oh,
not boding
he
well.
did get a damaged engine off on Weston after.
Well, that guard unit might take it
A
down. with
cold
couple
comfort
hits.
probably, but brought a smirk to his face, no doubt.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think he's just going for point value at this point.
Right.
He's trying to knock
What's
down.
in that rear echelon in there?
Oh, the Sherman's on the field now.
Oh, he's got a Sherman. Oh my goodness.
That's not gonna. Yeah, the Sherman. The guard rifle are okay, but they do nothing against heavy armor. You need like. They don't stop
Well,
heavy
one
armor. They
unit.
just start light armor.
It's gonna tickle it. Like if he had the AT gun in the guards.
He's not been able to
Alright.
get his battalion command up in
going
time. I
he's
think that's the
going
big
forward
problem.
now.
Yeah, I also think that
Yeah.
Jake relied very heavily on infantry early game, almost to the fault. He didn't even have
Yeah.
a second
Well-
structure up in the first 10 minutes, and I think.
Well,
that
I've
really screwed him.
never seen Russia get dominated that early. It was those light machine guns that
Yeah, Weston also did make a
out
very critical choice. Yeah, Weston made.
which countered Jake's strategy of his light machine guns.
Right.
And
You
so
are,
they
yeah.
showed up at the same time, and it countered them.
You're right. It did.
It almost made it equal, like before. Like
I think
other
between
games I
Jake's
played-
very savvy choice of the light machine gun and Weston, Jake's or
Oh, wow,
Weston's
he's gotta
choice
lose
of
the
the light
engineer.
machine gun, and
Yeah.
then Jake's inability
So-
to quickly move to mid-tier, and he just relying purely on conscripts cost him the game.
Well, the conscripts, like with those machine guns, will wreck the riflemen that don't have any extra guns on them. They just will destroy them close range. But Weston countered that by putting guns on them. I think that's what happened. Oh my goodness, he put the machine gun on the major too.
Yeah, at this point
Just
he's just going for
because-
gusto. Well played, very well played.
Yeah. This is
Yeah.
a lot more
Oh.
one-sided than I
He has
expected.
I know.
Yeah. I was
I
very
thought it was
surprised
gonna be
as well.
close.
Wow. Wow. All
One
right.
last final battle.
Impressive. Let's go ahead and look at the
there's-
player stats. Final tally. You can hit player
Well,
stats there.
if I
above
may
the
say
minimap.
so, I mean, I think the reason it's one-sided is when you've got people of high caliber like that, and someone slips even a little bit, the other person they have such a high skill level that they will immediately make use of the tiny slip up and make it cost.
I think Weston did his research and realized that those light machine guns would counter the conscripts.
That's probably
machine
very true.
guns.
Also,
I think that's
Weston kinda
that's
had a
what it
heads up on
was.
that. I think Weston
Like
knew what was
he
up.
knew what Jake was gonna do.
Or he knew very common Russian strategies and knew.
Well,
counter
he
them.
plays Russia too.
Yep.
So.
Yeah.
That was very well played. Fantastic match. Thank you everybody for watching. We will see you next time.